So hello and welcome to the 12 noon live. We are joined by Devashishda, Shamikda, Bharat, and we will talk about who can be or should be India's new T20I captain. There are plenty of names doing the rounds. Be it current captain Suryakumar Yadav, will he continue despite going through a tough patch with the bat, or will there be a change? Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Hardik Pandya. There are plenty of names doing the round, so we will discuss who deserves to be the next Indian T20I captain. So let's start this debate. I'll go to straight away to Devashishda. Devashishda, you have seen this team very closely. You know all the players. Surya Kumar Yadav is the current captain. Did not lose a single bilateral series in regards to the T20I format under his captaincy. Won the World Cup as well. Surya Kumar Yadav or someone else who you are going with in regards to the next Indian T20 captain?
Means obviously we have been seeing a lot of reports. Means X Y Z, lot of names coming up. But means the matter of the fact is Surya Kumar Yadav has recently not recently, but he has won you the T20 World Cup. And would you change him overnight? Means now that he has not performed, but is IPL the benchmark to be retained or to be removed from captaincy? I don't think that is the case. Yes, he has not a dominating performance as far as the T20s World Cup campaign is concerned, scoring 242 runs in 9 matches. But obviously, the fact that he has won in that World Cup means as an incentive, he should be given that luxury of deciding as to whether he wants to continue for that series against England and Ireland. Means and the selectors can take a call from there on. But obviously,
Mhm.
the series that is coming up immediately after the T20 World Cup, the first series that we play is against England. So I don't see that happening. It will be too hasty as well. Then selectors can then take a call depending upon how he performs in that series against England. They can take a call moving ahead.
So Devashishda says give him some time before taking a call. Shamikda, a lot of conjecture going around regards to the T20I captain. Plenty of names doing the round. Surya's form has been mentioned repeatedly. He has not scored runs, since taking over as India captain in 2024. And then from there on, runs have not come. And you are having all these senior pros, be it Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, who are continuously performing with the bat, making impressive rounds. We saw Sanju Samson in the T20 World Cup, the way he finished the tournament. Shreyas Iyer, he has been a dominant force in the IPL, be it with Kolkata Knight Riders as captain, won them the IPL. Or if you look at his performances in the last couple of series in the IPL for Punjab Kings, uh, be it the last season where they ended up as runners up, be it the current season where Shreyas has had a really good first half of the tournament as the captain? Or do you think Hardik Pandya, who is again going through a rough patch, not scoring plenty of runs, Mumbai Indians are struggling? There are plenty of names doing the rounds. What's your take on that? You earlier said that Surya should continue and he will probably continue, but any change in that opinion?
Shubhayan, I'm filing a story which will be put out right after this live on our Rev Sports platform. Surya Kumar Yadav is very likely to lead India in Ireland and England, and the selectors will take a call after that. I mean, there have been instances. I mean, Rohit Sharma was removed as ODI captain despite winning the 2025 Champions Trophy, and people are citing that example that a new cycle will start, new T20I cycle will start, and that cycle will have the next T20I World Cup in 2028 and also LA 28 Olympics. Now,
Correct.
there is a difference when the selectors announced Shubman Gill as Rohit's successor in the ODIs, and I attended that press conference in Ahmedabad. Ajit Agarkar said, "Look, we don't play too many ODIs these days. So in the lead up to the next World Cup, we don't have too many matches. So we need to give the new captain the required betting in period, or if he fails, then who is next? Then we have to, uh, we have just 25 to 30 ODI matches, and we have to take a call based on those that many number of matches. The situation in T20 cricket is completely different. One is
Hmm.
that if you look at T20 cricket fills the coffers of the cricket boards. Even when 2027 World Cup, ODI World Cup is their priority. In England, India are playing only three ODIs but five T20Is. So T20I cricket, because of the commercial aspect, that will always be the go-to option for all the cricket board. So the selectors have enough time. That is number one. As regards Surya's form, yes, he no longer remains that 360-degree cricketer, but he still had a decent T20 World Cup. Without his match winning 84 against the US, India would have fallen at the first hurdle. His 32 against Pakistan, and we all were there. You were there, Devashish were there on that tricky Colombo pitch. That was very, very crucial. As regards his IPL form, selectors don't give a damn to the IPL numbers for the proven performance. They don't judge a proven performer based on the IPL numbers. So what I and also Surya Kumar Yadav, and it is important, Surya Kumar Yadav has a pretty good working relationship with head coach Gautam Gambhir. So although
But
yes,
but but
Surya doesn't.
Shamikda is an average of 2022 since taking over as captain enough for a batter batting at such a prominent number three, number four. You have so much competition going around, and to be honest, in the recent times, IPL have been used as a benchmark. Players have been picked on the basis just on the basis of IPL. So it will be tough
Yes,
for.
Shubhan. For the newcomers, even Rohit has said for the proven when he was the captain, for the proven players, for the proven performance, we don't look at the IPL numbers. And the 25-26 average that you have been talking about, that is down to his poor form last year.
Yes.
2025 when he was scoring at an average of 14. But if you look at from the start of 2016, he has somewhat regained his form. His World Cup average was 30 plus, and 30 plus is a pretty decent average in T20 cricket. And
Hmm.
he has played crucial knocks also. And he is the title winning captain. You have to take that into account. So when you have enough scope, yes, Surya doesn't have enough elbow room. He will have to score runs. If he fails in England, then Shreya Iyer is next in line. There is no other contest. Shreya Iyer is next in line. But at least until World Cup, and that is what I am told, his job is safe.
The job is safe. Bharat, your opinion on this debate? Who are you going with as regards to the next T20 captain?
Yeah, see, there's a little bit of confusion in the sense that, see, I like Shai Sire as a captain. He's a very good T20I captain. He's very good T20 captain. So he can definitely do it. The problem is currently he's out of the setup. So first of all, you have to find a slot for him. Yes, you can pick him as the captain straight away, but you also have to find a slot for him in that middle order. Yes, Tilak Verma might go or someone else might go, he might come in, but straight away making Shai Sire the captain, from him being outside of the setup to straight away him being the captain, it doesn't seem like the right way to look at it. But having said that, I think Surya Kumar Yadav is definitely going through a bad patch. It's not just about going through a bad patch. See, he's not the player that he used to be. Surya Kumar Yadav definitely is not the player that he used to be. One of the trademark shots that he used to play was that loft over mid off. That is when you would think, yes, Surya Kumar Yadav is in form. Yes, he can play those shots behind square on the onside, behind square on the offside. Understand that, but that is like a staple diet. But when he plays
Mhm.
shots down the ground, you understand he's in really good form. But he's been struggling to do that. In the last game, he tried it, but again, it was up in the air. Could have been caught at long off if a fielder was there. So I think he's struggling, very much struggling. So I would definitely look at getting Shai Sire into the setup. Maybe in the next couple of tours, it could be the island tour if Surya Kumar Yadav goes there, tours Ireland, or it could be another tour. Give Surya Kumar Yadav a couple more series. If he doesn't do well, then get Shai Sire in as the captain. So get him into the setup, bring him back into the setup, bring him back into the playing 11. And if Surya Kumar Yadav fails, then gradually makes Shai Sire the captain. Because as far as I see, Surya Kumar Yadav is definitely not the player that he used to be in terms of a 360-degree play, because he's definitely struggling to hit straight down the ground.
Interesting, interesting. Devash, is the Surya, in regards to Surya, he is 35, 36 right now. By the time the next World Cup comes in, he will be 38 in 2028, the World Cup and the Olympics year. Do you think that will also go against him? Because we have clearly seen this current selection committee or the team management, they move on with the from the senior players pretty quickly, be it Rohit, be it Virat. We have seen the Shami's case as well. Once they move on, they never look back. So if there's a thought, uh, should or will that age factor also go against Surya Kumar Yadav if there's a debate in that hierarchy of the BCCI?
I think much will depend on how the chairman of selectors Ajit Agarkar and Gautam Gambhir thinks about Surya.
Hmm.
Their viewpoint will be the most important. Means people might chatter as they want
Hmm.
outside noises, but obviously the main who matters will be those two. And when you talk about, you cited the examples of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. I think it is up to Surya Kumar Yadav as to when you talk about his own fitness. He needs to be supremely fit and he needs to keep performing, because in this
There's a
community ball.
lot of reports around his wrist as well. That his wrist is
Exactly,
not the
exactly.
same.
So that therein lies his biggest concern, whether his wrist will allow him to carry on till the next World Cup. Means how his
Hmm.
wrist goes, because that has not been the case with Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma. See, and you can see means Rohit is looking lot. He has worked on his fitness. So Shomikta has been on reporting on Rohit Sharma right from ever last two months. But when it comes to Surya, I think age is not a factor when you ask me. I think it is totally on him how he manages himself. Obviously, his wrist definitely, but also the fact that he needs to score runs. You cannot just keep on scoring say 20 30, 25 30 and push a case for yourself, because with players like Sanju Samsung, Surya Kumar, Shreyas Iyer
Definitely.
performing, means and obviously there will be questions asked, but I think I leave it on chairman of selectors Ajit Agarkar and Gautam Gambhir in discussion with Surya Kumar Yadav, what he feels, what's the way ahead before taking a call about the future.
Shavinda, what's your theory around the age thing? We have seen the selection committee move on from pretty senior players pretty quickly. So will that also be a factor? And what's this theory around Surya's wrist that is going doing the rounds?
Yes, Shubhan, I was coming to that Surya's wrist. I have read reports about Surya having a wrist injury, whatever. I don't know because next time when I meet him at Wankhede, I would like to ask him about what exactly it is. Well, next time when I meet him at Wankhede. But at this
There
moment,
has been some heavy strappings during trainings as well. That what I have seen at least
yes,
during the
yes,
World Cup or
yes.
even during bilateral series.
Could be. But I think Devashish has made a very good point. Whatever happens, Surya will have a discussion with Ajit Agarkar and Gautam Gambhir. They will have a discussion. That he has made a very good point. Age is not a factor. Yes, this. I mean, sometimes this selection committee has acted at the drop of a hat. But but it is a bit funny. If you look at India's ODI team, Virat Kohli is still the best batsman. Virat Kohli is 38, and he's still India's best batsman, right? You look at Bhuvneshwar Kumar. I'm not saying Bhuvneshwar Kumar will return to the fold, to the Indian team fold, but if you look at Shami, the way he has been bowling, the youngsters they are struggling to match them. I mean, even some Shami on the wrong side of 30, the way he's presenting the same, the youngsters are struggling to match them. There is a thought process, but there are some off the field. Shubhan, you are aware. There are some of it is not only about the cricket on the field. When certain individuals, certain seniors are removed from the team or from captaincy, there were some certain off the field issues also. But Surya is someone who is loved by all. He has the respect of the dressing room. He has the respect. He has the belief of the dressing room, and he has a pretty good relationship with Gautam Gambhir also. So that is the case. But yes, this is the point. I'm not aware of his wrist. How much? I mean, how serious is that? I will keep a tab on this. But if Surya stays fit, I want to reiterate. If Surya stays fit, what I am told that he will be India's captain in the Ireland and England for the T20 series, subject
We'll
to his
touch
fitness.
upon we'll touch upon that Bhuvi and Shami factor also in the second half of this debate. But Bharat, to conclude at least the T20I captaincy aspect part, Surya is not only battling for his captaincy spot but also his spot in the team. Right now, if you look at the performers, be it a Shreyas Iyer, be it a Rajat Patidar, all these players bat at the similar number 4 spot. Top three, I am assuming that it is pretty much settled with Sanju there, Abhishek being there, Ishan Kishan being there in the T20I format, and of course you will have an influx of youngsters as well with someone like a Vaibhav Suryavanshi pushing his case, Priyansh Arya pushing his case, but that number 4 spot, Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav, these boys, Rajat Patidar for that matter, they are pushing their cases for that number 4 spot. You have a Tilak Verma also in that mix. Uh, do you think lack of runs is also going to hurt Surya Kumar Yadav in case he does not finish the IPL pretty strongly with Mumbai Indians? Yes, they are almost out of the playoff race, but Surya, the individual batter, will have to score runs to, solidify his case for at least the Ireland and England series, if not the longer future.
Of course, when you're going through a bad patch, you'd come into the IPL thinking that yes, I will score some runs in this tournament and show that I still have something in me that I can continue to play for India in T20Is. But unfortunately, that is not worked out. It could be a wrist problem. It could be something else because definitely when it comes to playing shots in front of the wicket, Surya Kumar Yadav is struggling. We have to accept that he's still a pretty good player behind the wicket, although the opposition teams also have tried to kind of plug it out by keeping fielders, the right kind of fielders behind square. But if in front of the wicket, is kind of struggling to play shots. So considering that, I think it's definitely it must be affecting Surya Kumar Yadav's confidence. As you just noted, Rajat Patidar, I think, is playing really, really well. He still looks like he's at the peak of his prowess, not just against spin bowling, even against fast bowling. People kept saying that he can't play fast bowling, which obviously is more of a myth because even in 2010s he was known for playing fast ball as well, and he showed that the other day when he took on Mayank Yadav with a really good pull shot on a very quick wicket. That was a quick wicket as well. So he's someone who's in very good form. Shai Sir obviously is in very good form. So it would definitely affect someone like Surya Kumar Yadav because you would be thinking, oh God, this guy also is doing well, that guy also is doing well. You might say that I don't listen to outside noise, but at some point it would definitely affect you mentally. So I think Surya Kumar Yadav at present he's going through crossroads. That's what I would say. Hopefully, from his point of view, it will click. Maybe his wrist injury will heal or whatever it is. But at present, it feels like Surya Kumar Yadav might be coming to the end of his international career. Having said that, if I were the selector, I would give him couple more series. If he doesn't do well in those couple more series, then I think I will get Shai Sire in as the captain, and I would also include Shai Sire for those couple of series just to ensure that he gets a feel of coming back into the Indian T20I side.
Yes, Devashita.
Just one more point before you move on to the second bit of discussion. Means recently I was having a what with Wasim Jaffer, and he also made it a very valid point that he needs to think about a plan B. Means because the bowlers are finding out means he is
Yeah,
more or
he
less
has been dismissed
everyone
the
can
most
make
number
it
of
out what
times
he's trying
outside
to
the
do.
off.
Exactly what he's trying to do. So he needs to go back to the drawing board and look at his. I'm talking about that phase in 2020, 21 when he was at his prime. Means obviously he need to go to the drawing board and look at his means obviously in recent past if you look at means bowlers are able to find out what he is exactly trying to do. Means you can invariably see he's trying to play those beyond the square shots. So I think more or less premeditated shots. So I think Surya himself needs to find out what he does need to do so as to come out with a different approach altogether.
Just adding one small point, just one small point on
Yes, yes, yes.
Suryakumar Yadav. When I saw him in the Ranji Trophy somewhere in 2010s, his greatest strength was to play through covers. He used
Hmm.
to play a lot of cover drives. Even a couple of senior journalists noted that. I don't think he plays this kind of shot somewhere in 2026. Basically, he's looking to play a lot behind square, especially on the onside. So maybe it's a wrist problem or whatever it is, but front of the wicket, Suryakumar Yadav, I think, is kind of struggling to play the shots that he used to do even maybe 5 years ago, 7 years ago, or 8, 10 years ago in the Ranji Trophy.
Shubham,
Shamikda? Yes.
Shubham, as regards Surya's injury, I have certain questions. First of all, if the injury is that serious, he probably would have pulled himself out of the IPL because he is a professional athlete. He is a professional athlete, and we have
I
seen in the
doubt
past.
that I doubt that people don't pull out of IPL that
No,
easily. We
but
have seen
I know.
half fit India
I
players pushing their case, playing half of the games, but I have not seen, a major player pulling out of IPL in recent times at least.
But Shubhan, I give you a couple of examples.
Hmm. Hmm.
Shreyash decided to skip an entire IPL because he wanted to be fit for the 2023 World Cup.
Right.
Bumrah last year didn't play the first 5 matches. Bumrah, he was recovering, he was recuperating. He didn't play the first 5 matches. And Surya is not a youngster. Surya is an established player. He is still, when Hardik is not leading, he is Mumbai Indians captain. That is number one. Number two, he might not have scored a bucket load of runs, but some of the shots he has been playing. If you look at the game against that fli- uh, against Kagisar Abada is Gujarat Titans, right?
Gujarat.
In that Gujarat Titans game, that flick over deep backward square against Kagisar Abada, followed by that on drive, and he is doing that to 145 kilometers per hour delivery.
Mhm.
Some of the shots he has been playing. Is that possible if that injury is very serious? I have my doubts. But then again, I don't know. I don't want to speculate about someone's injury. And
Hmm.
I intend to have a word with him next time when I meet him at Wankhede.
Absolutely, and regardless of whatever happens in long-term future of Surya Kumar Yadav, he will remain the first player to make this country believe that you can have a strike rate of 180 and you can have an average of 40 in T20I cricket. That is what Surya Kumar Yadav did to Indian T20I set cricket. He revolutionized the entire format for the Indian players. So and of course his record as a T20I captain. Uh, till the 2026 T20 World Cup, that was impeccable. Possibly the most successful T20I captain if we speak purely about numbers. So that is what Surya Kumar Yadav has given us. But let's quickly touch upon another factor. Devashish, we have been you know having we have come to know that Mohammad Shami could be in contention for that Afghanistan series test series, a one-off test. You can call it a series, you can call it a one-off test. Shami, the way he has been bowling for Bengal, and now in the IPL, people were talking about oh, it's just Ranji Trophy, it's just Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. We'll see what he does in the IPL. But at least with the new ball, Shami has been superb in this IPL for Lucknow Super Giants. Afghanistan is a one-off test. It does not fall in the WTC cycle. Do you think this is the right time to test Shami and see whether he can go on to bowl for India with the red ball? If he does, then he can be a real good weapon in the New Zealand overseas test series.
Spot on, spot on. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. Means obviously this is perhaps the right time to try Sami. Means obviously, and this one of series against Afghanistan is the right thing. Means you can actually rest someone like a Jasprit Bumrah or a Mohammad Siraj for that
Hmm.
series against Afghanistan and try a Sami, because definitely the series against Sri Lanka, I don't see the need of. I don't see Indian team flocking with many fast bowlers. Means obviously it will be more on reliance will be on the spinners. But yes, if Sami performs, he might very well be in contention for that series against New Zealand. And
Hmm.
but one second, that brings me to that topic. Whether you don't give a chance to Akib Nabi, who has done so well in Ranji Trophy, He has age on his side. He has done so well in red ball format. He has won the Ranji Trophy for Jammu and Kashmir. So, what sort of motivation will that be? Means
Hmm.
so clearly on the merit of the domestic performance, uh, Akib
And
Nabi also deserves to be.
Akashdeep won't be available. It was your report that Akashdeep
Yeah,
will not be
absolutely.
available.
Akashdeep won't be available till September because he is eyeing the Dilip Trophy comeback. But what
Hmm.
about Akib Nabi? Means obviously, then it's a problem of plenty. But obviously, Shami with his experience, he can be handy in New Zealand because conditions in New Zealand will be more simming and swinging rather than the bounce and stuff like that. So I think this Afghanistan series might just be that what is an opportunity, and from there on the selectors can take a call. But for that to happen, the selectors might have to rest a Jasprit Bumrah or a Mohammad Siraj.
Shamik, the Mohammad Shami with Bumrah. This is not under WTC cycle, so you can afford to rest a Bumrah or a Siraj or even a Prasidh Krishna for that matter, and go with your give a bowl to Nitish Kumar Reddy in Indian condition. He has been bowling really well in this IPL. You can give Akib Nabi a chance, but then comes a Mohammad Shami as well, who has been knocking that door consistently with his performances in domestic and now in the IPL as well.
Yes, Shubhan. I mean, against Afghanistan, what I know that Bumrah will be rested. Bumrah will not play the test. So if the selectors are also resting Mohammad Siraj, then Akib Nabi will make his debut in that series, in that one of test. Akib Nabi, very, very, 99% he will make his debut in that series. So you need a leader of the bowling pack, and who better than Mohammad Shami? If you are resting even Siraj, then who better than Mohammad Shami? Because you need someone to lead the bowling pack, and the way he has been bowling, Akashdeep, India's third seamer in red ball cricket. He is, as Devashish has reported, he is eyeing the Dilip Trophy comeback, so he's ruled out. So you are left with, then who if you are, Bumrah will not play, then Siraj, even if Siraj plays, then who is your third seamer? I see Shami, even at this age, what he can do. He is still better than some youngsters or some of the players who have been part of the Indian team of late, because they have offered nothing. Players like Prasidh Krishna and others, they have basically offered nothing. So Shami is still better than him. So there is no harm, but I don't know how it will transfer. But if you are bringing back Shami, don't do it for a one-off test against Afghanistan. You look at the New Zealand series also, where the conditions would be seamer friendly. And if Shami gets into the group, that is a fantastic thing. Whether the selectors will look back, that is their problem. But what we have been told, that some of the selectors are of the opinion that bringing back Shami will not be a bad idea. But the final call, as you know, would be taken by the chief selector and the head coach.
RP was there here in Kalyani when Bengal was playing, I think, Jammu Kashmir or some other team. He has seen Shami from up close, so he
And
also knows what kind of.
in his last first class cricket, he took an 8 for. It was a
Yes, yes, yes. Plus,
shambolic
he has been
Bengal
bowling in
batting.
good pace. He has been bowling 140s. He's been touching
Exactly, and
140s in the
and
IPL.
he has been bowling long spells also in red ball cricket. It's not that he is going out of the attack after 2 overs. He is bowling
And
six
that
over spell.
performance was in the semi-finals from India.
Yes,
That
yes,
Exactly,
yes.
performance was in the semi-final
exactly.
against Jammu and Kashmir.
He served the game to the Bengal team on a platter.
Exactly,
It
exactly.
was that
One session
abject
Bengal
Bengal batting, abject shambolic Bengal batting. That, I mean, Bengal had done it by their abject batting performance. Shami presented that game to the Bengal team on a platter.
Although Bharat won't be happy with that line that Prasidh Krishna has offered nothing. Bharat, I'll go to you on this debate about Mohammad Shami. What do you think? Should Shami come back into the setup, or do you think the selector should handle this mantle? If in case Bumrah and Siraj are playing, we are just having that hypothetical situation that Bumrah and Siraj are being rested. Who do you pass the ball on? Do you call back a Shami? Or do you give the ball to Akib Nabi or a Prasidh Krishna? What's your take on this?
Yeah, first I will just add one line. The last test match that Prasidh played, he took 8 wickets. So anyway, I will leave that. The whole test he played, he took 8 wickets to Siraj 10. Anyway, coming back to this point, see Mohammad Shami, there are two ways to look at it. In the Ranji Trophy, yes, he took a lot of wickets. In the semi-final, he took a lot of wickets. But it was about his later spells. In the second or third spell, when I was watching, his pace was a little down, about 127, 128, 132. I don't know if the selectors are looking at that particular point. But having said that, in the IPL, he's been consistently bowling at around 135 to 141, one touch 140 kilometers per hour. But again, someone can counter me by saying that it's about 1 over spells. How can we judge what he will do in a second or third spell? So I'm just looking at it from both sides. But the one good point that I noticed about Mohammad Shami, especially in that game against RCB, yes, Prince Yadav bowled a great delivery, but I thought Mohammad Shami bowled an even better delivery than him. That was to Bethel, but it was an unplayable one. That is why he didn't get the edge. It just came in the angle. The left-hander thought that obviously it will come in after pitching, but it just moved away off the seam. That is Mohammad Shami of old. That is the Mohammad Shami I know of, because he used to get that late nip off the wicket, not just in the air, not just swing in the air, but that late nip of the wicket. So if they're seeing these minor things, maybe the selectors, small things in his bowling, the nuts and bolts of his bowling, maybe the selectors can give him that one final chance, maybe as a farewell test against Afghanistan. See, a player of his caliber at least deserves one farewell test. So I would look at him for that test match against Afghanistan, not just to see how he goes in that one-off test, but it could be basically like his farewell test. And then perhaps look at youngster, because if you're going to rest both Bumrah and Siraj, yes, I understand it's just Afghanistan, but if you're going to rest both of them, then you need one senior baseman out there. So maybe it is Shami, and if Akashdeep is still not fit, then have someone like Prasidh, because whatever it is, he took 8 wickets in the last test that he played. So I think they can look at these two bowlers for that test match against Afghanistan. As far as Akib Nabi is concerned, I think he should play a little more for India A to see how he goes, maybe in some foreign conditions, and then I think they can take a call on him.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. So possibly everyone is agreeing that Shami should be given a nod for the Afghanistan test in case Bumrah and Siraj are being rested. So we talked about the Indian T20I captaincy debate. We had a call on Mohammad Shami as well. Let us know also your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? Who should be the Indian T20I captain next up? And what do you think about Mohammad Shami? Is Afghanistan one of test a perfect opportunity for his comeback? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to Red Sports for all such news. And thank you so much for joining for now.